Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Disturbing Puppet. We're here to play some more Orc campaign in Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. So we're just going to continue from the game from last time. I was hoping to get started a little bit earlier. Kind of said yesterday I'd have a couple hours probably to stream today if everything worked out, and nothing came up, but something came up. Otherwise, would have started earlier. So probably about an hour or so today is what we're going to do. What am I working on? Super shooters in 4 turns. Overall production is okay. I definitely want to ramp up my ore production because I need to build more Gorkanauts, though. So I am red on the minimap, as you can kind of see. What's left are the Necrons, who are blue, which I've kind of got bottled up down here in their capital. Kind of following the Orc story missions and stuff, so that's kind of what I'm going after. But that is fighting this giant horde of Imperial Guard that showed up on my border. So this is actually very close to my capital. Capital's right here. I've pulled back some troops. I had kind of built up a horde here and sent them in to see how it went, and it did not go very well. I lost a Gorkanaut, I lost 3 or 4 battle wagons, I lost 4 or so tank-busted units. Just having this massed artillery is really a problem for me. I think all I really took out was 1 heavy weapon squad, and I got 2 Hydras, and I think that's it for their air defense. So I do actually have a lot of air force. I'm not sure how well the infantry, the tanks, and artillery can do against fighting air units in this. I would kind of assume that the artillery can only use their secondary weapons, which is a heavy bolter, but I'm kind of assuming that. The Earthshaker cannon, I would assume, can't hit air targets. So I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything as far as information on that. Yeah, I don't see anything that specifically says they can't target air units, but I would assume that would kind of make sense. So I'm kind of hoping that only their heavy bolters can hit us. But that does mean the infantry can hit us and the tanks can hit us, probably. I mean, we are flying rather low, as you can see. So I'm kind of hoping that my air force, which I'm mostly bringing up from the south, we've got some jets and some copters, a smaller force with my war boss also are heading up that way. So I'm kind of hoping that all of these guys combined can take out some of these artillery units. Once we've got the artillery whittled down, then I'll go back, and hopefully while we're doing that, we can build another Gorkanaut. The remnants of my force are kind of what's left here, so not a whole lot left. We've got a couple mechs, 1 tank busta, knobs and mega armor. We've got a battle wagon that's trashed, 1 in okay shape, and the Gorkanaut. So maybe the research will help. We'll find out. I've got a couple jets that are sort of, or DACA jets, that are sort of in range here that we're going after heavy weapon squads. So I'm going to kind of see what they do and what can target them and how much, if it's actually going to show me very well. The rest of the units are going to move up slowly. I've already done all the unit movement for the turn. Down here we've got the Necrons kind of bottled up. I'm leaving sort of a small force down here to kind of keep them occupied and keep them stuck. Got a couple mech guns, battle wagon, another mech guns, pain boy, weird boy. My war boss is hanging out here inside the city, as are some knobs and mega armor. Basically, I just kind of want to keep them occupied so they can't move out and occupy and build cities, either on the Necron tombs here or here, where I had destroyed their last city. So as long as we can just keep them occupied and keep them stuck in the capital, we'll follow the story mission. I'm hoping that I'm going to have enough force here to deal with the Imperial Guard. I might have to build some more units, though. I definitely need to ramp up my ore production to get more Gorkanauts going. So what am I building in my capital? We've got 1 turn for tank bustas, who actually were very ineffective because of all the artillery, so I probably should just stop building them. Battle wagon, a couple turns. We'll have more mechs in 3. So let's see what happens as far as him targeting my air units here. Tanks are shooting at him. This isn't particularly what I'm that interested in. We've got a monolith down there coming after us. Well, he can see me from there. That's not great. Going after the Gorkanaut. So he pulled back his artillery and kind of centered them there. I did lose a jet. We have Warboss got hit. We've got a Lord that came out. We've got a Monolith that came out. Attacked my jet with the Basilisks for 9 damage. Heavy Weapon Squad did 2.4. Basilisks 2.2. Scout Sentinels 3.5. Yeah, this might be a bit tougher than I thought. It does look like the artillery can't target the aircraft with their main gun, but they can with the heavy bolter, which can still do some damage. And Monolith attack the mech guns down there. Produce some more tank busters. So down here, what do we want to do? A Monolith is definitely a problem. Just do all the damage we can, especially with the mech guns that are at range, just to whittle it down a bit. Actually, before I do too much, let me just quickly check on the stream, see if everything's working. Yeah, seems like it's all good. So they kind of ignored my battle wagon. Can't do a whole lot of damage. This unit, it's probably should go ahead and pull him back, and we'll heal him up with the Pain Boy. So it did take some fire. I'm not going to be able to kill anything this turn, but we can whittle down the Monolith for sure. We'll probably try to kill this Lord. Heal up the knobs, and we'll send them in and see if we need to send in the War Boss as well. I'm doing this first because this will make me happy, because the other stuff will not, probably. Almost dead. Let's finish him off with the War Boss. And you can kind of stay put, I think. That's fine. Alright, so they hit my Gorkanaut a bit here. Do have a wounded tank. We've got some heavy weapon squad that's hurt. You can get in range of them. Well, maybe not. A little too far. See if we can finish them off. Need to get some kills in to get my morale back. That loss of morale is definitely going to hurt me. Alright, Choppas! Oh, spotted somebody. Go ahead and jink with them just in case. I'll try to get around if I can to get towards the artillery. That's kind of my main priority, is taking out the artillery, not really the infantry units and stuff. But killing anything off that I can is going to be helpful. War boss is way back here. So this unit I want to head up to get repaired because they're a little banged up. I don't have any mechs down with this force at all. All my mechs are up near my capital. So it is going to kind of slow things down a little bit. The weird boys I am moving up, but I'm not actually sure how effective they're going to be. They're good against infantry, but I'm not really sure if they're going to do me any good against all that artillery. As soon as they get spotted, they're just going to get slaughtered, I think. So I'm not super confident about bringing them up here. Okay, that's it for that force. So now I just have my troops around the capital we've got to deal with. So do some repairs. Probably have to pull back a little bit more. So we do have new tank busters. We can make a Gorkanaut, so let's go ahead and start. We'll have another battle wagon in a turn. 4 turns for a Gorkanaut isn't too bad, because I have built a couple of the pile of Daka, so that speeds things up a bit. Okay, you're full health, you're banged up. Gorkanaut is definitely banged up. Let's pull the Gorkanaut back. Do some repairs. The Gorkanaut's kind of my priority for repairs here. This battle wagon will just run back around. Maybe park inside the city where there's some orkoid fungus to heal up a bit. Actually, let's move you guys out. Can you get into the city? I can't actually tell. I don't think so. So we'll just go here for now. Knobs can hang out, that's fine. New tank busters. Let's try to hide in the forest if we can. If anything comes, we might get some Overwatch shots. It does seem like they're spotting me much further away than I'm spotting them. And let's pull back here as well. You guys can stay put. So you're fine. I do need to increase my ore production if possible. Got another jet in a turn, building grot sets. 3 turns for a jet, 3 turns for power. Power is pretty good because we've lost some units. Burning through all my ore just to build that Gorkanaut. But I've got to build them. They're kind of the only thing I can build that's tough enough to really take a turn or two of this kind of pounding. The battle wagons that I built, I had 3 or 4 of them just got destroyed almost instantly down here. Between the tanks and the artillery, they just can't stand up to that kind of punishment. Right, so let's try to center it here and see what happens. Tanks are coming after my aircraft. Everything's coming after my aircraft. Is that artillery attacking my aircraft from range? Yeah, they are. It's not super effective, but they are doing that, that's for sure. Well, that's a bunch of BS. Royal Court attacked my war boss. Okay. He's got a Doomsday Ark down here as well now. Guardsman attacked the jet, couple damage. Doomsday Ark attacked the battle wagon. Attacked the battle wagon. Basilisk attacked Duffcopters. Produced another jet and a battle wagon. Well, what can we do? Not much. The Duffcopters I can repair with my Pain Boys, but the Copters I've got to send, or the Jacket Jets I've got to send up to go for the mechs to get repaired. So, like him, heading towards the capital so we can repair him up. May want to go ahead and throw an attack on this tank by itself and see if I can take it out while I'm keeping him occupied here, or at least giving him some targets. You guys need to get out of there. Where's my nearest pain boy? Way back there. Alright, go for speed. Let's see if I can spot anything else here, maybe. You need to get out of there. So let's send you back. I'm probably going to need more mechs soon, actually, too. Yeah, I don't know how much use the war buggies are going to be here. Against infantry, they're fine, but against the tanks and stuff, not going to help me much. I can get within shooting range of a unit here. Can't get within bomb range, unfortunately. Well, I can't see them because of the forest. I think because I'm flying, it wouldn't matter. So let's scout. That's a lot of stuff. Since you got no targets, Jink. And we might have an isolated artillery unit here, but I'm not sure what I can reach it with. A couple jets is probably about it. Oh, maybe 3. It's actually not isolated. We do pretty good damage against him, actually. Yeah, let's go for the higher level one in the back. I think we can take him out. Jink with everyone who can, anyway, so we can avoid taking quite so much catastrophic damage. Jink everywhere we can. Should finish him off. I know it's only one, but it's better than nothing. Jink as well. I'm actually not sure if I can use my ability after I use the Here We Go, but I just want to check and see if I can and then heal. Yeah, we can. Okay. Let's heal them up. At least part way. We can't quite make it with these guys as well. Not sure about throwing the tanks in here as well. If I do, I want to attack along the same line and maybe come in from the side. So we're going to try to stay out of range of sight. Move around here to the left a bit. Again, the priority for me is to take out the artillery if possible. Everybody else can kind of creep up that way, I suppose. Stay in cover if possible. Hope we don't get spotted. Let's go ahead and move a little faster here with the war boss since he's all the way in the back. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and go for this isolated tank as well. So the tank bust is in first, see if anything crazy happens. If we lose them, not a big deal. Got our bomb. You can get range shots off with the Gorkanaut. Want them in the city so they're healing and repairing at the same time. If the Gorkanaut up to max, we'll send it back in. Almost max. You guys are a little banged up. I'm not sure at range if I'm going to be able to take this thing out. That was quite a bit of damage. Yeah, I've got to get close to really do a lot with the Gorkanaut. The knobs aren't going to do me much good here. They're going to help me against infantry, but not so much against tanks. I don't really want to advance across this quite yet. Let's see if we can keep these guys hidden in the forest. Move them up a little bit. You guys can stay put in the city. Let's move you somewhere where you can heal. Waaaggghhh. Alright, I don't see the monolith down here anymore, but we've got a Doomsday or Apocalypse Barge. Which one is it? Doomsday Ark. Just use the mech guns as much as possible. Do what damage we can. See if we can take out this thing this turn. Send them back to that old position. I'd like to heal up the war boss, but I'm not sure the Mega Knobs can take a couple hits from the monolith and from the center of their city here and survive. Hopefully they'll be okay. Let me go ahead and go for it here. Finish this thing off. Just killing the stuff's going to give me a little bit more ore I can use for Gorkanauts and Gorkanaut repair and all that kind of stuff. Let's heal up the war boss. Alright, my capital produced a battle wagon. Let's go ahead and make another one. I'll have a mech in a turn, so it'll help us do some more repairs. 3 turns for the Gorkanaut. That's pretty much going to have to be it. What are we doing? Power, okay. Built the Waaaggghhh. We'll have more Grotz huts so we can increase our population. Loyalty is not great, but not a huge drag. I don't have the resources to do anything else. Since we only have the Cult of Speed here. So we really need ore production. So after the power, I think we're going to have to go for ore. Yeah, I can't do anything for unit production here, unfortunately. And here we've got another jet in 2 turns. More power coming. Ore's being my main drag here on my production. So let's see what happens to my Air Force over here on the left. Got some copters that are targets as well. Looks like he's heading back towards my capital. Splitting up his units a little bit, splitting up his fire. One for the Gorkanaut primarily, it looks like. Oh, there is one left. Surprised he's not heading that towards my aircraft. And the Gorkanaut's getting just trashed. Don't die! Don't die! Wow. So my Gorkanaut survived with 12 health left. That's pretty bad. Meganob's got hammered a little bit, but not too bad. So produce power, mechs, Grotz huts, population increase. So my air units were jinking, but they didn't take a whole lot, so that's good. So we've got another artillery piece here we'll probably go after with these guys. Up near the capital, we're just going to have to retreat. Looks like I lost a unit of tank busters too. It didn't actually come up on the alert for me. There were tank busters right here. They're now gone. I'm going to throw these guys in, and we'll try to take out this tank. Should be able to do it with their grenade. So whittling them down a tiny bit. You need to get out of there. Do have a couple battle wagons I could target something with. But if I leave them in the line, they're just going to get killed. Might be able to take out like the heavy weapon squad or something with them. Maybe. Alright, in case they can see the Gorkanaut, I definitely want to do some repairs on that, so let's move out to repair them. Got new mechs, but they can't reach. Just repair up the fighter a little bit. I keep thinking Fight-A-Bomber, which was the old name, instead of now they're saying Decajet. Because Decajet's got the Deca. Or something goofy like that. Whatever. Yeah, I could definitely throw a couple battle wagons at the heavy weapon squad. I'm just not sure how effective that's going to be. It is a good distraction, though. So, just for the sake of my Gorkanaut, let's do it. Get shot up in the process. Shot up more than I expected. Ah, more tanks! Should have known. I'd really like to wipe them out if I can. Well, I could with these guys, but it's really risky for them. Yeah, let's be aggressive here. I can still jink with him, so hopefully he'll survive. Killing one of his units off helps my morale and hurts his as well. Do more repairs on the Gorkanaut. That battle wagon's going to stay there and repair. For now, you guys can stay there. We get these Death Coptas back to full health and make them cyborgs, because we can. Do have a Lord Commissar here. He's got a smoke screen, so I can't really do much to him. I could go after, but I think the artillery is really what I need to focus on. Just not sure what I'm going to do with my two Death Copters here, but the jets, I think we're going to go after this artillery piece here. We might send the tanks after it as well if we need them. Probably would have been better to actually wait till I had my upgrade for my shooters before doing this, but yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Don't have any jinking left, so hopefully we'll be okay here. They are hurting their morale, some of the units, anyway. Kind of see they're dropped out. They're almost dropped out. So that'll help us a little bit. But my morale up here near the capital is pretty trashed as well. I could go after the guardsmen here too, the war buggies, but they'll just get slaughtered. I do have bombs available for anti-infantry. No jinking. You can jink though. It's a really bad position to throw them in to put them out here though. Do it, but I probably shouldn't. Just so these guys can bomb and then strafe. The regular guardsmen aren't that big of a deal for me. But if I can wipe out units and mess with their leadership, and help my leadership a little bit, that's not a bad thing. It's definitely not ideal in the whole situation, though. War boss, why are you so slow? I could do the jump, but the game sort of glitched out when I messed with it before, so I'm kind of afraid to. That's part of why I'm not doing that, in case anyone's wondering. Continue being aggressive on this side and giving them other targets. But you guys, we want to stay back a little bit. You're kind of weak. That's fine for now. You're fine. No targets. I know there's a monolith out here somewhere. He might hoard a couple units and then send them forward all at once. You're back to good health, so let's move you over. Bring the knobs back and heal them up. Okay, capital, we produce some power. And some mechs. Population increased. Loyalty is still positive, so that's good. I do have some spots to build out here. Doesn't give me any ore bonuses, but ore is what I really need, so I'm going to go ahead and build some ore production, which is diggers and smelters. I am going to build another mech. Still 2 turns to go for the Gorkanaut. And Gargak produced Grotz Huts, so they've got some room to build. A room to grow, it is. This is kind of my power station, you can kind of see for my entire empire. Yeah, we definitely need ore. Got a 10% ore here, so let's just go ahead and start working on ore. I think we can clear the space and build one more thing on there too. I don't have enough ore to build anything else. You guys working on next turn, we'll have some more power and a Dakajet. So I'm hoping he doesn't have sight or the ability to hit my Gorkanaut too much, since it's pretty banged up. Still a lot of units. Goes one Defcopter unit, not super surprised. Got another Doomsday Arc or whichever. This is like a crazy amount of stuff I'm fighting here. Dakajet Super Shooter! Grants Dakajets a super shooter. Shooters are noisy, large caliber machine guns that vary wildly in size and design, from those carried by foot-slogging boys to the long-barreled super shooters that are mounted on aircraft. Regardless of their particular design, all shooters are deafening and deadly. Hopefully that'll help out a bit with my aircraft. Research, what can we do? Increase growth rate, not too big a deal. Accuracy with mech guns, not too big a deal. More ore when killing stuff isn't too bad. Less hit point loss when losing morale might not be bad. Healing rate, but that's only on Orkoid Fungus. The Burner Bombers is really only anti-infantry, so it's not too helpful at this point. Ranged accuracy against flyers, shipbikes, and skimmers isn't going to help me too much against my current targets. City's getting bigger. Units to create Orkoid Fungus when they die isn't too bad. That would spread a lot of Orkoid Fungus all over the place. Building that produces beasts as well as generates food and increases loyalty. This I'm kind of interested in because based on this, it creates Squiggoths. So I'm kind of curious to check out the Squiggoths. So nothing else is really that super urgent. The rapid decomposition is pretty cool. Healing rates, maybe, but I don't have a huge amount of Orchid Fungus around. This is also tempting because I am getting units killed. This is probably actually more useful short term. Now we'll go for the short term benefit. So it looks like I lost tank busters, I lost one Def Copter unit. These guys survived. So could have been a whole lot worse, that's for sure. We'll have a Gorkanaut and a Battle Wagon next turn. Battle Wagon survived somehow. Got all these guys really spread out here. What do we have here? Yeah, I think we can go after at least this artillery unit, if nothing else. We have Guardsmen attack Battle Wagon. Doomsday Arc attack mech guns for a lot of damage. Tomb Blades attack Battle Wagon. Got a couple of units showing up. Basilisk killed tank busters. Basilisk attack the Battle Wagon. I definitely lost the Def Copters there too from something. Now, since they do have another Hydra here, I do have to be a bit careful. I could go after the Hydra with the Battle Wagons. Not a lot of damage, though, for the estimate. So that should be his only Hydra, I think. Still could be wrong. I need all three of these guys to kill off one of these, but he's getting a little banged up here on the side. I'd like to get him out and get him repaired. Well, something hit you guys too. Got a weak unit here we'll probably want to finish off as well. Not quite enough to kill it. Send in my other battle wagon. God, and slavers still hanging around out over here too. I think we'll keep these guys back until their jink is ready. I don't want to throw them in quite yet. Nothing I can really do other than just kind of weaken up the infantry unit there. But the jets, we want to finish off this artillery piece. This is the unit that's the most at risk. But there really isn't a safe place to put them. Okay, you need to get out of there no matter what. You're also banged up. I'm going to prioritize repairing the Gorkanaut here. What can I hit with any force? Get a couple jets could hit the southern artillery piece here, I think. Just kind of trying to pick them apart by hitting the edges of the line and stuff, getting behind the line if I can. Just the artillery is just that main target for me. Almost, not quite. I could send the war buggies in, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Could put a weird boy in a really bad spot and hit it with damage. Actually, we can't even see it from there, so that doesn't help. Have to move directly adjacent to it to hit it because of the forest around it. Don't really have any other options. Unfortunately, we've got to either let it go or we can lose the war buggy going after it. I think we'll let him go for now. We've got enough fluid forces. We can move around with the Air Force. That it shouldn't be too bad. If he gets away, we should be able to track him down and kill him. No, we can't repair the war buggies. We can repair the Deathcopters, but we can't repair them. Alright, so we've got to actually park on some Orkoid fungus then if we want to heal them up. I kind of do get confused in this about I can use Pain Boys to repair Deathcopters, but I can't use Pain Boys to repair war buggies? What's the difference? I don't really get that exactly. Yeah, Psychers, let's stay back a little bit. At least for now. You can stay put. War boss needs to move up. Unfortunately, I haven't seen anything that increases the amount of repairs that I do with my mechs. I'm still pretty weak. Let's just keep moving back so we're not going to get shot at. Do more repairs. You're going to stay put, keep healing on the liquid fungus. You're going to stay there in case anything comes at my capital. Yeah, I can take some shots here, but it's probably better off just to take off. Oh, you guys are still free. I haven't used you yet. Do you have line of sight? Nope. Got to actually throw them in a really bad position if I want to try to take out that unit. We don't have any jinking available this turn either, so that's kind of crummy. Let's just pull back for now. I think we'll do the same here. We'll just pull back. See if they'll chase us. Got a new jet. Alright, down here, what do we got? Doomsday Arc and Tomb Blades. Just take the range shots we got. Do the same thing I did before. Heal them up back here. I do want to attack with as many units as I can because that does give me more influence. And the more influence I get, the more WoW level I get. So right now we're back up to WoW level 4, so all my units do plus 20% damage. And let's send the War Boss in this time. We could have just destroyed this thing outright if he really wanted to. So we've taken the shot. Let's see if we can finish off the Tomb Blades with the knobs. Yeah. Yeah, just keep killing stuff. Gives us experience. Gives us influence. Gives us ore. All that's good stuff. Alright, you guys produce power and a Decajet. Got space here for extra power. Power is good though right now, so we definitely want ore production. Got my capital before I decide anything else. Gorkanaut in a turn, Battle Wagon in a turn. So I don't really want to build any other units that are going to use up any of my ore quite yet, because I'd like to do more production in my capital itself. So you're fine with Diggers and Smelters. You're fine with Diggers and Smelters. Oh, got a Transcendent Catan running around. I'm not really that interested in this. Show me the other stuff. I'm seeing stuff go by on the right, and I don't really care. Just show me what's going on with the Imperial Guard. The Dakka Jets are taking some fire. Oh, I lost my good guys there. My level 8 Dakka Jets got shot down. It's kind of what I was afraid of, having them over there. Actually, looks like I lost 2 Dakka Jets over here on the left. Basilisk. And Russ attacked. Guardsman attacked. Hydra attacked you, so we want to take out the Hydra if we can. That's kind of right there. I'm not sure if we can get to it, though. And Russ attacked it. Yeah, losing a couple fighters in a turn, not so great. I'm whittling down his artillery, but it's not enough. It's kind of like everything sort of redirected down this way. But I do need to do a bunch of repairs up here. Start moving out the new Gorkanaut. You guys can stay put for now. Yeah, we'll just have to keep doing a bunch of repairs here. You're back to full health, so we'll start heading out. Gorkanaut is kind of my priority here. I have 2 Gorkanauts head out at the same time. I don't think putting the jets on Orchid Fungus will work because they're flyers, but I could be wrong. I might have to actually try that and see, since I can't do enough repairs. With the mechs that I've got, then we can try to see if it'll work. Same with the Gorkanaut. I'm not sure if parking it on Orchid Fungus would work or not. So you at least, let's go ahead and do that, and we'll see if it actually gets some repairs from just being on the Orchid Fungus from next turn. You're healthy enough, we might use you if we need to. You're a little banged up, you don't have a Jink free. So I'll just keep you kind of in the back for now. Oh, this is the Basilisk that's almost dead here, okay. So we can kill him off, and then we do have a shot at the Hydra. But these units are too far away to really get there to get to the Hydra. War Boss is still too far away to be that effective. Let's just see if we can create a little distraction. Shot at. And they've got longer range than I do, which kind of sucks for me. You guys are hurt, actually. Maybe we'll try to do some damage to you. Could send in the Dacajet there too. Could also head up this way with this guy. Shut up by the city is not what I want. You do have a jink free, but you can't get close enough. Yeah, I can go supersonic to get closer, but then I can't actually attack, so that doesn't really do me much good. Let's just move forward this turn. So we parked over the city, so we're also over Orkoid Fungus, just in case that helps. Got another battle wagon here, but they can't really get into range of anything. Skorkonaut's going to stay put, although I could put him in the city, I think. Not sure if it'll help, but we'll give it a shot, see if it works. I was going to say works. Somehow that came out. Orks. Orks. Discovered Basilica Administratum. Headquarters unit that represents the city's defenses. Central administration building of any imperial colony. The magnificent Basilica is a temple to bureaucracy. Generations of plain-clad clerks live and die amidst tottering tomes, deciding the fate of star systems with the feeble thump of their stamps. As the saying goes, the Inquisition may burn you, the Astartes smite you, but only Adeptus Administratum could torment you for your entire life. We could send the other fighters up. Don't have any line of sight unless I want to put myself in range of the city. That's kind of crummy. Yeah, no matter where I go, I'm shot at from the city. What are my options? I've got no line of sight from anywhere, thanks to the forest. Basically, my options are all bad. Chink in a turn, I'd like to wait. Take some shots at the Hydra here, kind of weaken it if we can. Why do I not have line of sight to the Imperial Guard from there? I guess the rocks are blocking? I've got to move adjacent to the Commissar also, it looks like. That seems odd. Should be able to have line of sight for my ability, but I don't. It's Brush, Savannah. He's in rocks. Maybe the rocks block line of sight. I didn't think they did. Yeah, I'm going to have to commit here at some point to what I'm going to do. I don't really feel like any of my options are good, though. That seems odd, shooting at me with this pistol. I really don't want to leave him in the line here, but I kind of have to. So that's his air defense is gone. Got an artillery piece here that's nearly trashed, but nearly doesn't do enough for me. Don't have line of sight from there. Kind of don't know why I don't have line of sight from some of these angles it's showing me, but it must be the rocks. I do have my bomb available. We could just go ahead and just go in here. I'd rather do it when I've got the Jink ready. So I am going to hold off. Let's just reposition here for next turn. Just going to throw the war boss out here in the open, move him up as much as we can. He might take some shots, but he's tough. He can take it. The Psychers, I'm not so sure if they can take it. So send a Pain Boy each direction here, kind of. The War Buggies, we're going to park on the Orkoid Fungus. I'm going to try to hide here in the forest. I'm not sure if it's going to work. And you were going to skip. Do another jet. Alright, what do we see? Transcendent Catan, and that's it. The Mega Knobs got kind of trashed. So I'll just do the same thing and pull them back. Actually, now it's not letting me pull all the way back, just to there. War boss, go for him. Can't kill off that unit. Transcendent Catans are actually pretty tough. No, they're not quite full health, but we'll go ahead and move them back. If I move up, would I have line of sight for my ability? Nope. Okay. You've got to level up. We'll pull back, we'll send the Pain Boy into the city, and he can repair or heal up inside the city. And you can stay there, that's fine. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Okay, we produced the Gorkanaut, we produced a battle wagon. I moved both of those. Yes, yes. I don't have enough ore to make another Gorkanaut right away. So 160, so it's going to take a little while. I'm probably better off actually not building a battle wagon and waiting for another Gorkanaut. The battle wagons aren't going to be quite as tough as the Gorkanauts. So I'm going to hold off for now. If I can make something that doesn't require ore, that would be ideal. Yeah, boys are cheap, but they're not going to do me much good. I guess we can go with some tank busters for now. Population increased, so up here we're also not going to build anything. We want to build that Gorkanaut if we can, that's the priority. Here, same thing. We do have diggers and smelters coming. So that's going to be it for the turn. I'm probably just going to do one more combat turn, and then that'll be it for today. So let's go ahead and see what they can do. Quite a bit, probably. Just destroyed my aircraft there. How did he destroy my aircraft? He threw a grenade at it, it looked like. Another aircraft down. Losing a lot of units here. Court at the Mega Knobs. Got the Monolith back, attacking the guns. Just got Sentinel attack Battle Wagon. So the Battle Wagons here survived, and definitely losing a lot of my aircraft, unfortunately. Let's see where that wounded artillery piece here, almost dead. I think we're going to have to go for that. So it looked kind of like the commissars threw some grenades at my aircraft, which seemed kind of weird. I don't know how you hit an aircraft with a grenade if you're walking around on the ground, but whatever. Got an artillery piece that's hurt. We've got an artillery piece that's almost dead back here. We've got a tank that's banged up a little bit. Your boss can only really make it to the commissar. Go ahead and do Prophet of the Law. Let's go kill a commissar. What was that? He came back from the dead. Must be some kind of cool ability. Iron Will. After dying, Lord Commissar immediately comes back to life. Wow, that's crazy. Does have a 10-turn cooldown, it looks like. So I can kill him now, but yeah, that's nuts. Let's bust some heads. A couple psychers here I can bring up. I'm going to heal up the front psycher, and then I think we'll move him up to grab this position, just kind of see what we can see. And we can use the flyers here if we need to. Jink is not ready for them, though. Don't see any infantry targets, unfortunately. Got a tank that's banged up. Actually, there's a tank back here that's banged up as well. No way to get line of sight to it. Alright, how about you just kill him? Yeah, no line of sight. I really wish I could get to this guy. Got a banged up flyer. Yeah, I don't know if the flyers are actually repairing being on that tile there. Coconut's at 89. I don't think that's higher than it was before. So do some repairs on the Gorkanaut. So we repaired him. He does have Jink up. Can I see it? Yes, I can. So let's send him in to kill that tank that's trashed. And then he can Jink, which hopefully will keep him alive. Start moving out the Gorkanauts. Mega Nabs can stay put. You can stay put. Do decent damage against the Scout Sentinels, or I can just keep whittling down the tank here. Since we've got the Gorkanauts advancing, let's move down a little bit. Don't really have any infantry targets for the choppers, unless I go down here. Got my sight of nothing. Side of nothing, no matter where we go. We'll try to hide in the forest if we can. Keep going after artillery here. Okay, so I know these guys attacked me with some kind of grenade and did some kind of goofy thing, so they're probably going to have it on cooldown. Must have been just a crack grenade. I wouldn't think you could hit a flying target with a crack grenade. At least that doesn't make any rational sense to me. At least it's on cooldown. What do we want to target? See what kind of damage estimates we can get here. Pretty good on either one. Hit the Scout Sentinels who can do more damage. Copters have bombs. We can move adjacent to infantry. We can also move adjacent to the commissars here. Got the Psychers who can probably hit them with lightning as well. Before we move, let's head up here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Ah! I keep doing that. I keep thinking this is Jink instead of this. So irritating. I can still bomb somebody. Well, we can still Jink, which seems odd, but whatever. Well, that kind of wrecks my plans. Let's heal him up. Yeah, it's only showing from there that I can see him, which doesn't make sense to me. Let's try here. Yeah, you can hit stuff from there. Let's trash the guardsmen a little bit more. Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and bring them up, take some shots at the commissars. So I've got infantry down here. I'm going to go ahead and move down and around. Got a jet here I totally forgot about. Keep moving up. That's about it for the fight up there. Just keep pounding on the monolith. We did some damage to it before, and then it kind of ran away, so it probably will do the same. You guys will pull back to heal up. The Gorky boys. shots from there. So you're a little banged up. You're a little banged up. Let's heal up the boss. We'll send him at it. He can take more damage. And I might be able to have him in range. I can use Warpath on him. Yeah, so it just increases damage for the turn. Just curious on the city, how much it would do. And you guys need to heal up. I don't really want to attack the city itself, so you can just hang out, that's fine. So by the time we finish the tank buses, we should be able to build another Gorkanaut, so that'll work out okay. I'm going to hold off building anything else here in the city. We are working on more Diggers and Smelters. And that will be in a turn. It's only 6 more per turn. How much is a war battle wagon? 60. 3 upkeep. Yeah, we'll hold off on building a vehicle, I think. It is only 30 for flyer. Yeah, building a jet is fairly safe, I think. So let's go ahead and do that just to build something. You guys have more ore coming soon. We're going to hold off building anything here. You guys have more ore coming soon. Yeah, so that's going to be it for today. So I made some fairly good progress whittling them down. I have taken a little bit more losses than I was hoping and expected. But we're keeping the Necrons bottled up with the force I left down there, so I'm fairly happy with that. We've taken out all of the aircraft, anti-aircraft guns that the Imperial Guard had. We've taken out a couple tanks. We've taken out quite a few artillery pieces. So I think we're whittling them down, and by the time we have the 2 Gorkanauts getting back in the fight here, there isn't going to be a whole lot left to deal with, I think. So just taking out these 2... this guy is now susceptible to being killed by my leader next turn unless he runs off. This guy will probably die and then come back as well. And if we can kill him with other units, then maybe we can finish him off next turn. But wiping out Sentinels, some Guardsmen. We still have this tank we want to go after since it's getting whittled down a bit. But yeah, doing pretty good on whittling them down. But yeah, like I said, I am losing more than I hoped and expected. But that's going to be it for today. Next time is probably going to be Sunday, so I should be able to get some time in for that. But if you're interested in earlier parts of the stream, you can check them out on my YouTube channel, which is also DisturbingPuppet, which is one word. Just Twitch only holds on to things for a couple weeks, so after that, I'll usually put stuff up there. And I've got some other games and things on there, other Games Workshop games and turn-based games and different things I've played. So if you're interested, please check that stuff out there. Before I do anything, I will save it, just in case anything crazy happens. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good one.